Welcome everyone. We're here tonight for Photo U. So glad that you joined us, and we're excited about all the things we're going to share. Tonight we're going to talk about kids, things that kids can make themselves, things that you would make for kids to use, to play with. It's all thing kids. Now, if you're like me, you're a big kid, and so maybe you'll use some of these things for yourself. We're not going to judge. It's all good. So we're going to start off with the digital part first, and we're going to go to I think it's Snap2Finish first. It might be Heritage Makers. I'm going to let Brooke tell us because off the top of my head I can no longer remember. Okay, we'll do points partway through. Brooke, if you'll remind me, I'll do points when we get a few more people here, okay? So we're going to switch it over to Miss Brooke and have her take control. Brooke, if you want to share your screen.
I'm working on it. It asked me to do video instead, and I just had to tell it to do my screen. So,
and is that some really cool sound in your background?
I don't think so, unless it's my computer's fan that I can hear, but it's not very loud. Is it noticeable for you guys?
Something's making noise. I wonder if it's Ruth. Do we have you muted? No? Okay, you're good. Go ahead and move forward.
Okay, perfect. Hang on, let me back out. I was playing around in Snap, so I'm going to back up so you guys can watch. All right. Let me make this a little larger. Okay, so we're going to start out in Snap2Finish tonight. We're just going to be showing a couple of fun kind of kid-centered ideas. So I'm going to start with towels, because I thought the towels are super fun, especially if you and your kids go to the pool often, or if you live near a beach. Maybe you have a timeshare on the beach, somewhere where you want to keep some towels that maybe your kids can enjoy while you're playing in the sun. And I know it's kind of the end of summer, but it's a perfect time to kind of capture those memories from this summer and have them all ready to go for next year. Even if you just pull it out at bath time during the winter and they get to enjoy those fun memories from the summer. So if you'll notice, I went up to products. I'm here in Snap2Finish. I'm all logged in, and I just went down to towels. There are all kinds of different fun products, and I'm going to go into a couple of different ones tonight in the time that we have. We're going to kind of divvy the digital half of the class about in half with Snap2Finish and Heritage Makers tonight. So I'm going to start in Snap2Finish, and then we'll go show some fun things in Studio with Heritage Makers. So I just scroll down here, and there's only one option for towels. They're all the same size, and it'll show your price whether you are wholesale or retail. And I'm just going to click order. It'll start a project for me, and it's going to ask how many pictures I want on one towel. So I think I'm going to do one big full picture, because I think that'll be a really nice thing to do. Obviously, if you don't have a picture large enough, that's understandable, or if you just prefer to have more pictures in the design, go for it. I already have a couple of pictures uploaded to play with tonight. So let's try this one. This is a cute little girl on the beach. Uh-oh. It was playing nice for me earlier. It might just not like me right now. Let's try it one more time. There we go. Okay, and you'll notice this is a landscape picture, but it pops it in portrait because that's the direction the towel is. I'm just going to hit rotate down here, and it turns it sideways. You'll notice I'm getting a little warning saying the photo resolution is too low. Now, I'm going to play with pillows later, and I'll show you kind of a different way to do this. But I have another picture here, so I'm going to just try this one that might be a little bit bigger. And I don't know what the warning is it's given me. I have not seen that, and I've been playing in here all day. But it's not playing nice. Stacy, any guesses? I'm going to refresh my page. Here it is. Okay. So I popped this picture in. I've never seen that warning before. That was honestly different. So this one, you'll notice no red photo warning, no red exclamation point. It's being nice. It's a large enough picture. It looks great. I think I'm just going to maybe add a little bit of a text box onto here because the picture's fun, but text kind of makes it tell the story a little bit. So let's do... good heavens, now I don't even know what to write on here. We're going to write, this is Rebecca's first time surfing. And I'm just going to give it kind of a fun font. Let's see, maybe Amatic. It's thinking. You guys, I don't know what, my internet's hating me tonight. It was working fine right before we got on the class. Hang on. I'm gonna refresh the page. Cover my my unsaved changes.
It only does this when you're live, Brooke.
Right! And I don't know what the deal is, because it always is very nice to me when I'm playing by myself, but there we go. Now it's updating my text. I don't know what that was. I'm going to make the text white, maybe rather larger. It's a fairly big towel, so you can make the text pretty large. Make it a fun font. And I'm going to rotate it to match the direction of the picture. Make the text box a little larger. And I'm just going to pop it up here in this corner. So super fun. All it is a picture. I know it's kind of sideways, and I wish there was a way, maybe that Stacy can pop into this. I wish there was a way to rotate it so you could see it the other direction. But still, you get a pretty good image of what it looks like. And then all you would do when you're done with it, you can preview it or just add it to cart. It just wants you to make sure that you checked it all over. Super easy, and if that's the last thing you're doing, you can order straight from there. Really, really, really simple. We, instead, are going to go play with pillows and pillowcases. So either way, whether you'd prefer to have just a decorative pillow to put on the bed or a pillowcase to put on their pillow that they see every day, these are really, really fun ways to get the memories in the hands of your kids. So I think I'm going to do a full-size photo again. And I'm thinking a Disneyland picture of our family for my sweet little boy. So I've got this fun picture here of us in front of the castle in Disneyland. And I think it would be really fun if it wants to load. But it's looking like it's giving me a low resolution image, or low resolution warning. So I think I might have to do multiple pictures on this one. So I'm just going to pop into layout over here. And you have to make sure you have a picture selected. But if you go over to layout, it'll give you multiple options based on how many pictures you want on there. I'm going to go to 4 photos, and I'm just going to do this basic 4-picture layout. So if you look, it's just 4 equal pictures in the corners. And now this picture is not giving me that warning anymore because it does fit in that size. So then I'm just going to go over to my photos in here and maybe pick just a couple more pictures to include. Let's see. These are a couple of cute ones from outside the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, same trip. And I was trying to upload a couple of pictures from that trip before we got on the class, but I wasn't fast enough. But I have a couple more hidden in one of my albums, if my internet wants to behave. But I thought these 2 were really cute. My son was being really cute on my husband's shoulders, and they were just watching everybody else on the train as it went by. My 4-year-old was terrified of the train. He went once, and that was fun. But then he just wanted to watch everybody else. Notice his cast. That was an adventure. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Disneyland or a big theme park like that with a child with a cast on their leg, but it's a fun challenge all on its own. I don't know why it's thinking so hard.
You're a good sport to take him in a cast.
Well, we already had the trip planned, and he broke it a couple weeks before we left. So, let's see, maybe this one.
Not much you can do then.
But it was fun, and it did give us a good excuse to get to the front of the lines.
Yes, that's a very good
yes.
option.
I do want to note something here. So you'll notice how there's a nice big bleed area on these pillowcases and on a lot of the different products. Same with Heritage Makers if you're used to this. It just gives them room to print to the edge and then stitch the pillowcase together. But you'll notice there's a little more space here that maybe would give him a little space from the edge. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to back up for a second. I can swap these pictures around for a second, and if I put this one on this upper portion, then it's going to cut into this extra space. And then I can go back to where the other ones were and put them in these lower ones. So maybe if I switch this group shot down here and single shot up here, so same thing, it's cutting into that extra white space so that you're not putting precious faces quite as close to the seams. This makes it just a little easier visually. All right, so super easy. And again, if I wanted to add some text to this, I really could very easily. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and preview this, see if it looks how I would like. And then we're gonna move on and we're going to talk about a different product. So it previews it kind of as it would on a photo and on a pillow, excuse me. And you'll notice that because of the curvature of the pillow, it's gonna put things closer to the edges. So it really, really helps to put your faces as close to the center of the pillow as possible, just so that they're not getting lost along those curved edges. And I wanted to show you guys something. I realized that I forgot to pop it up. But I wanted to show you guys this pillow that I made a couple of months ago when I was trying some things for Snap. So same theory here, and I used that same picture. So just a basic 4 grid. This is a pillow, a throw pillow, not a pillowcase. And you'll see the faces kind of get lost a little bit to the edge. It's not as overwhelming in person because visually you turn the pillow and you see all the faces. But just a good thing to remember to keep the focus of your pillow near the center or as close as possible. And just really, really fun for decor and to keep your memories close. I love this pillow. It stays on my bed and I see it every single day when I make my bed. I love it. So super fun. These pillows are great for kids, for adults. They're just lots of fun. Now, the last thing that I wanted to cover is, where are they? Puzzles. So I don't know if any of you have tried the puzzles from Snap2Finish, but you really should. They're super fun. They're fun for adults, fun for kids. They have a good thick quality to them so that they're not going to come apart as easily. You don't worry about letting kids play with them. They are great quality. So you've got smaller pieces on these puzzles over here that are great for adults, or you have these nice, what's the word I'm looking for? Easy to play with for kids. They're a larger size puzzle piece, easy to put together, easy to play with, and let's be honest, harder to lose. Small puzzle pieces are easy to get lost if kids play with them, but these big ones are nice and easy to see. I just let my kids play with them on the floor, and then we pick all the pieces up and put them back in the box when they're done. And it's just easy to keep track of all the pieces in this nice box with the picture on the front of it. Super, super easy and convenient and great for kids to play with. So let's just stick with the 11 by 14 size. So there are 2 sizes, if you'll notice. There's 11 by 14 and 16 by 20. And the pieces are about the same size, I believe, but obviously more pieces with the larger puzzle. And then all you do is click Create Yours. And I'm gonna do this nice 4-photo design. I'm gonna go into my albums. I've already got my pictures uploaded. Again, if you haven't uploaded your pictures and you open a project, it's really easy to just go to my device here. You click one of the pictures and just upload a photo directly into it. And then it will keep it here in your uploads. So any pictures that you've uploaded during working on projects will be there. Otherwise, if you upload them beforehand, they're nice and easy in these awesome folders. So I have a folder for tonight's class, and I'm going to put in these super cute birthday pictures. It's such a fun set, and I can just imagine putting my kids' first birthday pictures onto a puzzle for them to be able to play with and look back on a date that they can't remember, because as they get older, they won't necessarily remember their first birthday or their second birthday, but if they look at these pictures often enough, the memories kind of stick with you. I don't know about you guys. There are a lot of things I don't remember growing up, but I remember being told, and being told so often that they stick with you, and it's like having the memory. When I was about 3, I think, 2 or 3, my mom was pushing me in a stroller, and apparently I stood up in the stroller, and my mom stopped, and I went face first into the pavement and ended up with stitches in my forehead. I don't remember that, but I've been told that so many times that it's like a memory in my mind. Your brain holds on to things and remembers them, even if it doesn't remember first person. So super cute with these birthday pictures. And I'm just going to add a text box, and we'll say this is Savannah's first birthday. I'm going to go ahead and make it a nice bold font, something that will show up very well on top of the pictures. Let's see. Oh, where's the one I was thinking of? Cabin Sketch. I really like this one. It's a cute kind of chalky font look. And it's very blocky and bold. I don't know why it's not updating my text. Like I said, guys, the internet always hates you when you're trying to do something in front of other people. But it's thinking. Can't move this silly little toolbar up here. All right. We'll just force my internet to play nice. There we go. See, it updated the text. So then select my font, play with Cabin Sketch. I'm going to make it very, very large because I want it to just be bold. And I think I'll do it white. I don't want it to completely take over. I just want it to be there for the information.
Brooke, I want to point out the error that you got.
What was that?
Did you see those little scissors you have? Will you mention why that's there?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Sorry, it became second nature to just do it. Okay, if you can see this little scissors here, it's telling me that this text is going off the edge of the design. So if I were to order it exactly how it is right now, it's telling me that that text is not going to be completely visible. So kind of like that little red exclamation point that we got when our pictures weren't large enough, this is just telling us, hey, you might want to adjust your text box a little bit and move it so that it's more on the page. I'm going to grab the edge here and I'm going to make it a little wider so that it's only 2 lines. And then I'm just going to drag it up into the middle so that it's nice and in the middle of the puzzle. And I love this little grid that pops up that locks it into the middle if that's where you choose to put it. I love that feature. So a nice white text, it gives me just enough detail but not completely overtaking the pictures. Another little trick, if you want something to stand out a little more, especially if you've got a very busy background or you just want it to stick out a little bit more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick a color from the pictures here. I like this fun kind of rosy pink, and I'm going to make the text that color. And then I'm going to create another empty text box. And you will notice it keeps my same font and same color. I'm going to make this one white. And then I'm going to type in the exact same text. Now you'll notice it's going to do the same thing it did before. It's going to automatically pop it down into 3 lines because it doesn't make the text box wider. And so it's cutting off just a little bit down here, just barely. But I'm going to do the same thing again. I click transform, and then I'm going to make it a little bit wider. A tiny bit wider. Oh, that's fine. It wasn't going wider. It was just moving. User error on that one. And then I'm going to grab it and drag it up here right on top of the other one. Now, this is going to be very, very subtle, and with some fonts you won't notice it much at all. Because this font has so much texture to it, it makes it noticeable. You can see that little hint of a pink outline sticking out from underneath the white text. So it just makes it pop out a little bit from the picture, just kind of like giving it a drop shadow, but very, very subtle. So you could do the same thing with black underneath or with a darker color. You could do it with white underneath with a darker text, just something to make it pop off the picture just a tiny bit more. And this way, the text is on there and it's visible and you can read it easily when the puzzle is put together. Also, it will help make it just a little bit easier to put the puzzle together because you can line up the text. So just a super fun way to add a little bit of the memory to the pictures so that you're not just looking at the pictures. I believe most of you probably know the quote, photos without memories, or photos without stories are memories lost. I love that quote. So I very much believe in adding a little bit of text, a little bit of the story to your pictures whenever you create something with them. It only takes a second, and it just kind of brings the memory into it. So again, super easy to just add to cart. And I'm realizing now that we didn't add the pillowcase to the cart, but it's a good thing we're not actually ordering these. So always remember to save your projects in case you are scatterbrained like me and move on. Luckily, these are so easy to put together on the spot that it shouldn't be that much of a problem to go back and recreate them. But I know we all have very limited time, so it's easier to only create things once. So save yourself that problem, and don't be like me. Remember to save your projects and then add them to the cart when you're done. That way it's super easy to go in here and just check out, order it, and it's on its way to you.
If you do forget to add it to your cart and it has been saved, it will show up in your pending projects as well.
Yes, and if you don't know where that is, go over here to Settings and My Pending Projects. I don't know if I have any right now. I think I've ordered all of mine. Oh, I do have a couple from playing around. So you'll also see the puzzle and the beach towel that I just completed and added to my cart. So you'll see any pending ones that you either have saved and not ordered or have in your cart. Okay, do we have any other questions while we're in here, Stacy?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hop over into Studio. And I just realized that I am still in my account, so don't look too closely. We will just run with it. It has been one insane day today, can I tell you guys that? So we will just play with the ones in here. I wanted to show a couple of different fun things that I've been working on the last couple of days. Let me just hurry and copy these because that's how I have them in my account. And then I will pop in Studio and show you. So we had these fun ideas for bookmarks. I don't know if any of you have seen this fun kind of origami bookmark that you make, that you fold, and it makes a little corner that you stick on the corner of the page and just fold the book closed around it. So people have made these into different designs, different faces. You could honestly go onto Pinterest and Google corner bookmark, or go into Pinterest and search corner bookmark, and I'm sure 100 different ideas would come up. But lots and lots of fun. So we came up with the idea to design these in Studio as a set, and to make them so that you can still be creative with how you do them, but you could order it exactly as is. No work put into it at all in Studio, or very little if you want to add a name to the back, which I'll show you. But you could order it basically as is and make 4 completely unique bookmarks, whatever you or your child decides to do with it. Needs thinking. This is my my Google Chrome does this sometimes with Studio, and I don't get it. It drives me nuts. I don't use Chrome for anything other than Studio, but sometimes it does this. So I usually just cheat and tell it to reload. But yeah, so let me show you while it's thinking. So I have a couple of different designs of this, and they are in the template gallery right now, and I'm sure we'll be making more. So the idea is you cut out each of these squares, and they are 5.5 inches, and then they fold just like this to form a little corner that goes over the edge of the page. I don't know if you guys can see that, it's kind of small. But they've got this direction panel built in so that there's all kinds of instructions of how to put these together, and you just fold them up. And this triangle portion right here with this crease down the middle is the front of the design. And then the square on the back is where this name portion would be. It has loaded, yay. Okay, so I'm gonna make this nice and large so you guys can see. So on each bookmark, I have it designed so that you have a name on the back, because none of us bookworms like to lose our bookmarks. It makes us sad. And then you just fold it up. This corner, this quarter of the square, will be the back, and you can easily just, easily just select the text here and change it to whatever name you would like. You could make 4 different bookmarks for 4 different people. These would make adorable gifts, but a fun set to do. And then on the other sheet, there's just a selection of different embellishments that coordinate with the paper. These are all from the same set. And the idea is that you just cut these out and position them on this front panel of the bookmark. And you could add 1, you could add 3, however many you would like to make this unique and however you would like to design it. So really cute, really simple, and easy for kids to do, and just a fun project, especially for these cooler days when we're stuck inside because it's raining or snowing outside and we all want to curl up with a good book or do a craft with our kids. This is really easy. It takes just a second to customize, and if you don't want to customize, just delete these off of here and you could just have the 4 squares. If you want to make more bookmarks, this back page has enough embellishments here for multiple bookmarks, especially if you consider only doing 1 of these per bookmark. There are several different things you could do, and it'd be really easy to just go into Manage Pages, duplicate this page. You could make as many as you would like, all in the same project here, so you're only ordering 1 project. And you could go in here. I'm going to right-click and open collection. Oop, that's not going to work for me. But it's this all year round Jubilations collection that I love with these adorable little animals. And you could make completely different ones by just going down here to the papers and dropping in some different papers to use. So you could make several different bookmarks and have the project order in a matter of minutes. Oops.
And you recommend doing this on light paper so it's easier to fold, correct?
I do, very much. So these, again, cost effective also because you're ordering them on the light paper, but the light paper makes them much easier to fold and they would still be very durable, very vibrant color, just easier to work with. So super easy to order as many as you would like to make, and you only need 1 set of embellishments for, I'd say, 15 or so bookmarks very easily, and they would all coordinate and be very cute and lots of fun. So I made that one, and I also did, you'll see it in the template gallery, this Halloween version that is super fun and cute. And these, most of them are from the same collection, but a couple of these are from a different one just because I thought these little characters would be really, really cute on the front. And I did these black and white, but again, you could easily switch out the papers and make them more colorful. I just thought the black and white designs would be fun with these bright embellishments. So again, really easy to customize, change it up as much or as little as you would like, order it, and have some craft time with your kids during the cold weather. So the other thing I wanted to show really quick before we switch over into the hands-on portion of tonight. Just thinking. So we had this idea, and we've had a few templates like this before, and they're all still in the template gallery and very worthwhile. But I wanted to make a couple of different kids' card games, and I decided to make this 3-in-1 set. So if you look at it, the back of the cards is all the same as with any of our playing cards, and the playing cards are great for kids. They're very durable, easy to play with, and they come in a nice plastic case that is easy to put them away and keep them out if you don't want them all over the floor. So in here, there are rules for Go Fish, which takes up 2 cards, Old Maid, and Memory, just a classic memory matching game. And then there are several different designs in here, and there are 4 cards of each design. And I did 2 different versions of this template. I did one that is just different icons. So these are all from the same cute little set, but really easy and no customization required whatsoever. You could just add this to your cart and order it and be done. And then there's the other version that you saw that has pictures on it, so you could do family or friends. You could have your child help you put it together or do it themselves. They could make it however they would like, and it's just a really fun, easy matching game. So I thought these would be very, very fun to do for kids. So it just is a 3-in-1 collection, Go Fish Old Maid in Memory, and I'm sure there are several other things you could do with this, but just these 3 games came to mind that you can do all with the same set. So really, really easy. And my tip, if you're going to personalize these, you can easily go through and just swap in the picture and change the text on each card, but I know that can get kind of tedious. Another easy way, let me go back to my pictures. Sorry, we're in my account, so there are lots of pictures. Probably why the projects take a little longer to load. That's why I have a studio account for the class that doesn't take as long because it doesn't have much in it. Okay, so really easy to swap out the pictures. Let's see this one. This one's cute. And then change the name. We'll say this is Lillian. I'm going to save it so that it updates this thumbnail over here. And then a really easy way to copy it to the other 3 cards. So I'm going to delete these 3. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to remove them, not duplicate them. So I remove those. So there's only one, and it's the one with the updated thumbnail that says Lillian. And then I just click duplicate, 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 and I have 4 pages all the same. So you don't need to go through and update every single card in here. All you need to do is update one of the cards and then do one of each of the sets and then come in here and just duplicate the other ones. That way you make sure that they're all the same but slightly less effort. And then the only thing you would want to do is go through and click on each one just to make absolutely sure that it updated. So just click on each and make sure that the picture and the text updated, just so that you're sure when you order it that you didn't miss any or none of them got skipped over when you were going down through. So I always, when I order playing cards, I always take a time to just go through and click on every single card, make sure the thumbnail's up to date so that I can go back and look at it easily and it's all ready to go. So super easy, very quick and fun game, and again, great for this cooler weather when you're all stuck inside and the kids are stir crazy and you want to keep them occupied, and super, super fun. So playing cards are by far my #1 Heritage Makers project for kids. I love them, they are durable, and the kids love them every single time. So I highly recommend those, and I think I am out of time, Stacy, so if you want to give away points before switching over to hands-on.
I will do that. Thank you. Those were great ideas. We're going to give points away to Ruth and Janet. So Ruth and Janet, if you will type your account numbers in or private message them to Lisa E., who is also on this call, then we'll get those points deposited in your account tomorrow. So thank you so much, Brooke. That was wonderful. Okay, we are going to